Hello guys, today we're going to prepare laughing. It is an authentic Tibetan dish. Let's begin with the ingredient. I've got a bowl mixer of bay leaves, cloves, cardamom and citron pepper. I've got YY instant noodles, few spoon of soy sauce, spring onion, chili flakes, some salt, garlic, ginger soaked water, sesame oil, and balsamic vinegar. Got a bowl of starch water. I'll tell you how to make the starch water. So we start with a kneaded dough. Now I'm going to mix water to that dough. Make sure you cover the dough properly with the water. Now I'm going to knead the dough in the water so it will gradually start leaving the starch. So you can strain the water, the starch, making sure there's no dough going into it. I'm going to repeat this process for few times until I'm happy that all the starch has been removed from the dough. I did the process for 3 times. So you can see I'm repeating the process again. So this is my final time and I'm happy with how the dough looks. So I'm going to wash the dough to make sure there's no starch left. Now this is the gluten that is left. So we're going to put it in a plate. Make sure you pre-oil the plate before putting the dough in it because we're going to cook it and we need to make sure it doesn't stick to the plate. So once you layer it properly, we're going to steam it for 20 minutes. So you can put it in a steamer and leave it for 20 minutes to cook. Meanwhile, we're going back to the starch water. So I have left it to stay still for 3 hours. So this is how it looks like. The starch have settled down on the bottom and the water's on the top. So now we're going to drain the water, making sure we don't move it too much so that we don't get the water mixed with the starch. So you can see on the bottom there is a thick layer of starch. So I'm going to set aside for a while. Let's make chili paste. So I've added chili flake with some salt on it and I have heated a pot. Now I'm going to pour some oil on the pot. I've used sunflower oil. You can use any kind of oil that you have at your home. So once it is heated, I'm going to add the mixture of spices that I had and cook it until I'm happy with the result because it will start giving a good aroma. So once you can smell the aroma, you can turn it off. And now we're going to strain it into the chili flake. So make sure we get the oil into the chili. So we just strain it so we don't get those spices mixed with the chili and the chili flake. The chili sauce will give us a nice taste. So mix it well and make sure it's the chili flakes are soaking on the oil. So now let's move back to the starch. So it has settled in the bottom. It's really thick. So make sure you mix it well and there's no lump left. So I'm mixing it so that's how it should look like. I'm going to add some food coloring. So I'm using yellow color because we're making yellow laughing. So I have added few drops of yellow food coloring and mix it well. So that's quite good looking yellow color. So make sure you mix the color well until you get a good result. So let's see, we have cooked it for 20 minutes. So let's take it out of the steamer and leave it aside for a while until it cool down. Meanwhile, we can get a plate and we can oil it. You can use any glass balls or stuff if you have that has a flat surface. After applying the oil, I'm going to pour the starch mixture on it. Make sure it's not too thick. That looks like nice shape. So now I'm going to put it in the steamer and cook it for 5 minutes. While it's cooking, let's prepare the soup for the laughing. So I'm adding some spring onion to it. I've soaked the garlic and ginger in the water we strain the garlic and ginger and we'll get the nice flavor on the soup. I'm going to now add some sesame oil in it. I've taken 2 spoons of sesame oil. After that, we're going to add the chili paste that we prepared earlier. So I'm going to add around 2 spoons of it. You can add it according to your preference, like how spicy you want to eat. Now I'm adding some soy sauce, and after that, I'm going to add a spoon of balsamic vinegar. You can use any kind of vinegar, it's totally up to your choice. Now mix it well, so that will be our soup for laughing later. Okay, the dough has been cooked and sat for a while, so it's nice and cool now. So we'll cut it. It will have a spongy texture. So you can, let's start to cut it into small pieces so it will work as a filling for our laughing later. So make it to the pieces that you will like. So we've taken the laughing out of the steamer and that's how it looks like. Make sure you apply a thin layer of oil on top of it, just to make sure when you layer it up it doesn't stick to each other. So let's prepare our laughing. So now I'm going to apply the chili flake paste on top of it. So I'm going to equally distribute it around the surface of the laughing. So you can add the amount of chili flake according to your preference. I like really spicy laughing, so I'm adding few more. So once you finish spreading it, now we're going to add the cooked dough, the filling that we prepared earlier. So just add it to the laughing, and then once it is ready, we roll it up to make like a little roll. So this is for laughing with soup. I'll also prepare dry laughing. So now we're going to cut the laughing. Oops, I forgot my knife. Okay, I got my knife now. So let's cut it into small circular pieces. Make sure you don't make it too big or too small. So once we cut it down, it will look like a little laughing sushi. So now I'm going to put it in a bowl and serve the laughing with the soup. So I'm going to put it in the bowl. Now we're going to add the soup that we prepared earlier on top of it. So that's how it looks without the soup. So I'm going to add the soup that we made earlier. So we just pour it on top of it. And that's our laughing with the soup laughing. And it will be spicy. Okay, so now we will move to dry laughing. I'll make one dry laughing and show you how we can make a dry laughing as well. So I've got another laughing, so I'm repeating the same process. I'm adding the chili flake on the laughing, so spreading it all over. So that the chili flake basically act as base for the laughing. So once I finish spreading it, I'm going to add the same filling, the dough we had earlier. So it will be the same thing again. So I'm going to add few chunk of it. And for dry laughing, the one extra ingredient that I like to add is some YY instant noodles. It will give you a bit of crunch when you're having it dry. So I'm going to add a bit of the instant noodles and then roll it. And then we repeat the same process. We cut it into small rolls. Now I'm going to put it in a bowl. I'm going to add some more YY on top of it for the extra crunch, and then some spring onion, and our dry laughing is ready. So I hope you enjoy this video. Please feel free to like, comment, and share to our channel. Thank you.